Good day, noobs. Today I'm going to be doing a Roblox video on Venture Tale. This is something new that I'm going to start doing, so let me know what you think in the comments below. I will be rating the game on the following: gameplay, style, and my final thoughts. Remember, this is my opinion of the game, and you're welcome to share your thoughts and/or if you think I was wrong about something in the comment section below. I'm also going to be giving you the current codes that are out right now. So you know, I hid something sus in the video somewhere. The first person to tell me in the comments below what it is and the timestamp of where you found it will get your message pinned. One more thing, don't forget to like the video if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, let us start the adventure into Venture Tales. Gameplay. This will be the biggest section I go over because I think it's the most important factor in the game. Classes. Venture Tale has classes, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of wonky how it works, but that's okay. Melee. You have the standard sword and shield, or two-handed weapons. You can also dual-wield a weapon and even use two shields, which is kind of interesting. Range. Range has a bow and a crossbow. The bow being a two-handed weapon, and you can dual-wield crossbows or switch one out for a melee weapon, which is actually pretty cool. Magic. Magic users have a wand and a staff. The staff is a two-handed weapon, and the wand can use a shield as well if you wanted to. Weapon levels. Every weapon in the game gains XP points in that weapon just by using it. Leveling up your weapon gives you special passives for that weapon and helps you unlock new types of weapons later on. Toolbar. Everyone starts out with dash. You press Control to use dash, and you cannot change this ability out. Weapon abilities use Q and E. These abilities depend on the weapons you are using. You can even remove the abilities at the blacksmith in the lobby and add a new one using a special scroll you find in a dungeon. There are also potions you can find, and you press R to use these. There are also spells, abilities, and trinkets you can find during your adventure, and you can use these by pressing the 1 through 3 buttons. There are quite a few abilities, spells, and trinkets in the game, and the cool thing is everyone can use them trading. Yes, there's trading in the game, which is awesome because then you can trade out the crap that you don't want, like spells, and trade it for something that you actually need, like abilities if you're a melee class. Fusion. You can fuse just about anything from weapons to abilities to help improve its stats and quality. You can also sell stuff, but why would you do that if you can just fuse it to make your weapon stronger? And I'm going to be honest here, you actually get plenty of money from just grinding out the dungeons, so there's really no reason to sell stuff. That's just my opinion. Quest. There are quests in the game, but I think it's lacking to a certain degree. There's only 3 quests you can do a day right now, and the grind is a lot. Like, just to get to the next dungeon, you have to probably do the same dungeon about 15 times just to proceed to the next one, and that's assuming you don't have XP scrolls. Quests give Aya gems, I think that's how you pronounce it, which are used to unlock new classes and cosmetics. Codes. I'm going to put the codes on the screen now, so please pause the video and write them down real quick. Dungeons, raids, and endless. You can set up a party or play solo. I'm still pretty newbie, so I'm not even sure how all of this works. There's also hardcore mode. I always do that because you get more loot. You get one extra item, which is definitely worth it. If you're a pro in this game already, please tell me what you think of the raids in the comments below. I would like to know more about it. Style. Character creation. Pretty plain, but can be slightly better if you spend some Robux to get more color options. You can always change the way your character looks in the lobby, which is pretty cool. The lobby. The lobby is nice, but it could be better. There's a cool beach area you can visit if you like. There's also a dummy area where you can actually go there and test out your DPS, which is pretty cool. Dungeon. I tried both the Goblin Cave and the Enchanted Forest. The Goblin Cave was well made, but the Enchanted Forest is really well made, if you ask me. Check out this area and the Enchanted Forest. I've only seen this part of the dungeon once, so I'm just gonna throw it out there just so you guys can see it real quick. Mobs. The Goblin Cave has goblins, hobgoblins, and goblins. Goblins actually huddle and cry when you approach them. Sadly, you do have to take them out to proceed. There are different bosses for easy and normal mode so far that I've noticed. The first boss in the Goblin Cave is a shaman. He shoots lightning bolts and he can also summon an elemental. It's pretty weak, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. The boss for normal mode is the Goblin Champion. He's actually pretty hard when you first get there. He can kill you really fast if you don't block or dodge his attacks. So far, the Goblin Champion is my favorite boss due to the difficulty. The Enchanted Forest has spiders, mushmen, and wolves. The mushmen are like humanoid mushroom people that can shoot guns, and they actually squeak when you attack them. It's kind of funny. The boss for the Enchanted Forest is the Mushman King. He's super fast and he can actually summon roots that he can actually spam them over and over and over. I've seen him do it for a good probably almost 10 seconds before. Final thoughts. Let's be honest here. This game isn't anything new. There's a game called Dungeon Quest out there, and I'm sure many of you actually played that game before. I will say this game is better in many ways if you ask me. Gameplay mechanics in this game destroys Dungeon Quest. In Dungeon Quest, I hated how you had to kite everything around, otherwise you were just gonna die. Unless you had a tank or a healer, and even then when you proceeded to higher tier dungeons, it made it even more difficult. One thing this game has in common though with Dungeon Quest is pay to win. If you spend tons of Robux, you're going to be a winner here, it's sad to say. The game passes are kind of ridiculous. There's one that gives 50% more XP, 50% more gold, and there's also another one that will give you one extra item in a dungeon. And I think in raids you get +3 items, which is absolutely ridiculous. If you're into dungeon crawler games, I would recommend giving this one a try. I enjoyed. I probably won't play it for that much longer though. I'll probably stop playing once I hit endless and I play that a little bit. With everything together here, and the game not really being that original, I give this game a 7 out of 10. And that's it for this episode of Roblox Review. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Good day, noobs.